These are delicious. Nothing like a ripe star fruit. Dave Palumbo here with Muscle Serpents Daily, and I am out in my backyard, the Monster Pond property. You can see right in the back of me, there's some beautiful star fruit up in that tree. I might even take one down and take a bite. They're delicious, and they're looking super orange red. They almost look like a super orange dream ball python, although these things taste way better. I don't eat ball pythons. Anyway, we're gonna head into the snake room in a little bit, and we're gonna take a look and see what's going on. I didn't even step foot in the snake room on Sunday at all. So hopefully no disasters. Sometimes when you leave things alone, they breed and good things happen. So we're gonna go check that out. I'm gonna check out the Monster Pond first, and my property here, and then hopefully head over to the snake area and see if I can show you guys some cool stuff. Stay tuned. All right, guys, over here at the Monster Koi Pond, or the mini Monster Koi Pond over there, my Oscars and Pacus, and then of course we got the big Monster Koi Pond behind me there. Those guys are feasting. And we're gonna feed some fish, and then we're gonna head over to the reptile room, see what's going on. You know what, Mondays are stressful for some people. I start my Mondays off with koi, birds, fish, everything I can possibly do to kind of calm down, and then hit that day hard. All right, I'm at the Monster Koi Pond here. I had to show you this little clip. Who says that koi can't go on the land? Who says they can't crawl? Watch these guys go for these last bit of pellet food. And they've already eaten. These guys have been gorging the last 20 minutes. Look at them. They're pretty cool. You can teach them to do tricks if you put the food in the right place. Let's see. Guaranteed they're gonna. You would think they work as a team. One guy would go up there and take one for the team and knock all the food in. But they're very greedy, these koi. They want the food all for themselves. We'll get up. They knocked all the pieces in. All right, no more climbing. Love my koi pond, very serene on a Monday morning here. We might as well take a little snapshot of my 70-gallon fish tank. My panda, I wanted to say panda pieds, but they really are panda pied, panda pied angelfish. My female bettas, got a couple of guppies in there. There's some beautiful fancy-tailed guppies. There's another beautiful female betta. There's an albino Danton angel. Another beautiful female betta. My horde of neon tetras. There's my male platinum betta. Let's see if we can get a weird sunlight we got on them down here. Let's get another view. You want to stay up at the top. They like to suck air from the top. That's why they call them labyrinth fishes. There he is. The little baby guy. Fins are just growing in. There's my blue-faced San Mara discus fish. Another two discus, looking gorgeous. Clown loaches in the back there. My catfish are doing really well. My Cory cats in the back. I got some little pygmy cats there too. Tyler Shore, my producer guy, rode over here. They were running out of room in his tank, his little mini nano tank. So this is doing good. Turtles are doing good today. Some of them are basking. These are my radiator sliders. I got my one little albino soft shell. There's a pink belly side neck. There's an albino pink belly side neck. There's Big Mama. Maybe she'll lay some eggs this year. Never know. And of course my tortoises. I have my two albino tortoises, the sulcatas, and this is my ivory sulcata. They're getting big and growing. Loving life, loving to see them. It's a nice warm day today, so they are basking, but it's not. I have the garage doors open. It's really nice in here. And the Longest flowering plant of all time is finally flowering again. It flowers for a year and then it takes off a year, basically. All right, let's get to that reptile room already. All right, I got my big girl here, my double head snow carpet female. She's produced for me 3 years in a row, and I hope she's gonna be gravid again. This was the first year I bred her with someone different, so sometimes that's always a little nerve-wracking. I bred it to my snow that's in the back there, carpet. That's her son from 2 years ago. Look at that. There's nothing better than a mature-looking carpet python. Look at the big head on them. People don't realize how cool these things are. These are like one of the coolest snakes. You know, I don't have a ton of these, but man, I love my carpets. I really do. She's a big girl, but she's not overweight by any means. She's gorgeous. You could tell that she's not just a normal-looking snake. As we have said in the past, the axanthic gene, while being recessive, or so it's called recessive, it definitely seems to be incomplete dominant. This snake looks somewhat axanthic, even though it's not a visual homozygous animal, and there's definitely cues. So I can almost tell now when in the head forms of axanthic when they're present, because they just don't look normal colored. They have like a very definitely have a lack of yellow pigment, not as much obviously as when they are true axanthics, where they have the silver eyes and all that. But anyway, she's produced some really nice babies for me. She produced that snow in the back, that snow male was hanging out over there. They love to climb. And she produced my potential moonglow from this past season as well. So hopefully we'll get a bunch of snows this year, or more snows than we produced, and we'll be able to make some of those available this coming season, assuming that she is gravid. So we'll see. Following up, there's my pied Burm. Not happy, he's in shed. Burms hate when they're in shed, they're so like, leave me alone. You can see he's getting the pink, all the white on him is pink. For some reason, Burms go through these shed cycles that are really, really long. I don't know why it takes them so long to shed, but it does. It can take like 2 weeks, maybe longer sometimes. I have him in with his girlfriend there. That's my het pied female albino. I haven't really seen any breeding action between him or any of his two sisters that I've been, the little harem I have for him. Hopefully after he sheds this time, maybe he'll start performing a little bit. I'd love to see some pieds being produced this coming season. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. I think my female's big enough, but maybe she's not ready yet. I don't know. He's definitely big enough. So we'll have to keep an eye on what's going on. I'll leave him alone because he's not happy right now. There's my champagne Burm, and she's very happy. I'll tell you why, because she's in a new cage. I used to have her in a little freedom breeder 4-footer. Now she's in a 6-footer, real big 6-footer. This cage is actually probably too big for her right now, but she's been putting on really nice size recently. Obviously, I didn't try to breed her this year. She'll go next year. Still pumping her up with a little bit of food, get her into that good breeding form for next season. And I just love this girl. She's really, really nice. I've had her out before. I showed you guys her before. Great colors. That champagne is definitely some kind of a T positive, I would say, in the way it projects itself. Different than a caramel and different than a hypo gene. Definitely something different. A lot more gold flaking in there. The albino version, this is really, really nice too. So next season, she's champagne head albino, by the way. And someone told me that she's also head granite, just by the breeding pedigree. I didn't know that. So a lot more surprises to come. Here's my beautiful zebra granite, possible caramel carpet. One of my favorite snakes in the entire collection. Got this from Eric Burke. Produced an amazing looking snake. I'm sure he's looking at this right now saying, I should never have sold it. He just shed, actually. He's very inquisitive. He just shed, and he's going back in with his girlfriend there. I don't know if she's gravid or not, so we're gonna keep him back in there. I just kind of took him out, gave him a little meal the other day, and then he went to a shed cycle. Look at that head. Oh my God, how cool. carpet granites have the best heads. The granite pattern is so fine and small. Look at him. Most of these snakes want to attack the camera, or they want to get away from it. He likes it. Super, super nice looking snake. Very happy with him. He's going to go back into his girlfriend now. My zebra jungle jag, het granite female, and she's over there. So, go back to work. Here's a really nice, freshly shed clown female that I've had with a Dinker project of mine, a very promising Dinker project. I'll show you the male in a minute. So I'm hoping to produce some, whatever this new gene I'm going to call, if it is reproducible and it is genetic, hopefully to produce some version of that gene with this that would be het clown. So really excited. She's been eating really good. This girl has been a finicky eater and a finicky breeder for me over the past few years, but I think she's come into her own finally. I think this was a good year for her. She ate well. She seems like she's got her weight up better than it's ever been. So I think we're going to get a nice clutch from her. She just shed. I hope this is her pre-lay shed, which would mean in 30 days we'll see some babies from her. So we'll keep an eye on her, and I'll keep you guys updated. Little update on my 2019 scaleless blade. Look at how beautiful she is. She's really coming to her own. Once again, I told you I've got the shedding problems of these scaleless down pat, down to paper towels, just dampening them up. They shed every time. She just had a really nice shed. You can tell she has no stuck shed on her whatsoever. And she was always having stuck shed when I was trying all the moisturizer techniques, and I was putting, bag balm on them. It was a mess. And it was Bounty paper towels with water. That's all you need. They shed once a week. Great project. They're so smooth. They have a couple random scales around here, but look at it. This is just a regular blade gene, normal scaleless, and look at this. You can just see all the contrast here. That's really what you see. You really see pattern way better than you do color on a scaleless animal. I don't think you can tell color as much when you take away the scales, but when you take away those scales, the contrast of the pattern just becomes incredible. And the scaleless itself changes the pattern. While this is blade, it's amazing how different these animals look. And if you turn them over, just completely scaleless, no belly scales, nothing. Couple scales down low here by the tail. Couple little random ones here on the sides. If you look, see that? Other than that, that's it. Very well mannered snakes. They don't bite ever. They're really, really nice looking and well behaved. This girl lets me do anything I want to her. Whatever I have to do, if I have to feed her or pull stuck shed off her, she's really, really cooperative, and she eats really well too. She's eating rats now. Here's from 2020. I'll showed this guy to you before. I had to take him out. He's going into a shed cycle. Imagine that. Now this is a super micro scale, which gives you pretty much the same scaleless animal. I think they have actually even less scales than the scaleless heads. And you see he's got some stuck shed on the head there, right there. You can see that. I'll wet down the enclosure, and that'll be off tomorrow. And this is het clown. So you can see the pattern difference because of just the het clown versus the blade. There's these look like little eights almost, if you think here. See that little eights down its back. Very, very nice looking female. I'll be keeping her. She's even healthier and is eating better than the other scaleless I showed you. She's pretty big. She's almost as big as the one from 19, and she's only a 2020. She's really been eating really well. This snake is one of my favorite pickups from 2020. Leopard Blackhead Ultramel. Exquisite. I love this snake. Really, really nice. Picked this up from Justin Kabilka. I've been looking for one of these for a while. I was gonna make one, and then I'm like, you know what? I saw it and I was like, ugh. I really didn't want to spend the money, but I said, you know what? It's gonna save me a lot of time. I really wanted one of these. I love Leopard Blackhead. I have Leopard Blackhead candy, and I wanted Leopard Blackhead Ultramel too, because I have a lot of great Ultramel projects to put this into. So I went with this male. Next year he'll be breeding for me, and hopefully really, really beautiful looking. The way those dark morphs work with the Ultramel, it's like a dark purple in here, and then you have this like deep orange, burnt orange yellow, the solid head from the blackhead. Really, really nice looking snake. I'm really happy with it. Probably should take it outside. Probably be even better. I know it's a little sunny outside. Let's see if I can open the door up a little bit here. Let's see what we can get. Let's bring it over here. Oh, perfect. This is how you have to see the snake. Leopard Blackhead Ultramel. Hopefully next year I'll be making some of these and be making some of these available for you guys out there who want to pick up something like this. This is just a wacky looking snake. And look at that solid head, that solid orangish head. And these genes just really meld well together. Imagine putting some Orange Dream into this too. Really nice. Very happy with this boy. Here is a beautiful hypopide female. One of the first ones I've grown up that I produced. I have her in with a really high-end male. I'm not gonna even tell you what it is right now. When she lays a clutch in the next month or two, then we'll talk about the genetics of that. I don't want to jinx myself right now, but love hypopides. I think they have exquisite color. It's almost the perfect 2-gene morph because it's like you almost can't make it better, you know. And she's a really well-balanced, you know, I'd say she's almost 50-50 white to pattern. And if she produces for me this year, it'll be great. Make some really nice stuff and maybe take this hypopide to the next level. Really, really nice looking female. I'm really excited about this girl. I produced her in 18. She's a spider pastel fire, probable Mandarin. I'm hoping she's Mandarin. And I bred her to a Mandarin. See if we can produce some super Mandarin versions of this with the pastel gene, obviously, and the spider in there. She's nice and chunky. I thought she was gonna go last year, but she never did. So we should have an early clutch from her this year if everything goes as planned. So she's looking nice and, like I said, beefy. I think she's ovulating now. She just shed, actually. So this could either be her pre-ovulation shed or maybe her pre-lay shed even. We'll have to find out. For sure, I'm not really sure. She's definitely laying on that hot spot. She hasn't eaten in a few weeks. She has no desire to, so that's a good sign that she's probably gravid. Here's that Dinker, or that import that I was telling you about, that male. He's laying on top of a lavender albino female right now. You can see he's definitely anything from normal looking. I don't know what he is. He looked really cool. I picked him up about a year ago, and I'm breeding him to a bunch of things to see if we can prove out that he's actually genetic and see what it actually is. He's got that like dorsal striping down his back there. You can see that he's definitely locked up with this lavender. That's a nice little lock there if you're looking for locks. And she's nice and beefy. She was a terrible, you know, breeder for me the last couple of years, but I think the male I was putting her with is just not, was very immature. He was very small and he just didn't do it. So I tried a different male. Hopefully we'll produce some cool Dinker stuff that's actually het lavender albino, and you know, never know where it's gonna go. You know, it's always good to have some cool stuff in your collection. You kind of put it on the shelf and you just see what you might produce from it. You never know. And we'll finish off this huge monster honeybee, which is a spider hypo female that I've had for a very long time. She's what is she, an 11. Yeah, so she's like 9 years old. She's produced some really nice clutches for me over the years. I have her with my super stud back there, which is my Banana Enchi Orange Dream Yellow Belly Pied Het Hypo. So hopefully we can produce some hypo craziness with everything being het pied, of course. He's hiding back there, so we're not going to bother him too much. They're not really locked up, but they're close, so I'm not going to really bother them too much. And this is one of these projects that I just had her for a long time. I probably could sell her, but I just like her. And she's got really nice color and stuff like that. And she always makes really nice babies and has really big clutches. So sometimes you got to keep those babies, you know. You got to keep those mamas because they're good producers, and you know, you get some stuff that, you know, not everyone can afford visuals. These will be amazing looking snakes that will be all het pied, and hopefully we'll hit some hypos in this, and they'll be very desirable babies. All right, guys, that's going to take us to the end of this Monday. I showed you a bunch of stuff. We did the ponds, we did the fish tanks, we looked at the turtles and tortoises. We came back over here, we looked at some cool stuff, from berms to carpet pythons to ball pythons. So Monday is just like, you never know. And like I said, my girl who comes in here and cleans for me, she just notified me without telling me that she didn't show up on Friday. And then she's like, oh, by the way, I won't be there till next Monday. So I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning today. Monday never stops. You guys know all about that, though. I don't have to tell you. I hope you're liking what we're doing here. If you do, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit the like button. We'll see you back tomorrow morning.